47. My name is Flora. Let's kick off this broadcast. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua held a meeting with the British High Commissioner to Kenya, Jane Marriott, to discuss areas of cooperation between the United Kingdom and Kenya. Gachagua praised the UK as an important partner in Kenya's business and development efforts. The discussions focus on security in the northern parts of Kenya ahead of the upcoming project on the Kenya-Somalia-Ethiopia borders. The project aims to enhance peace and stability as well as social and economic differences in the border areas between Kenya, Somalia, and Ethiopia.
I think a secure and stable northern Kenya is the best thing for this country, because we can be able now to put resources there to do food production and get people busy and support the rest of the country, because the lands are vast and they're also very productive. If we can get it right, we secure so that there is no insecurity, and then we go to irrigation.
On decisions which my colonial forebears took, and so I also feel that there is a moral obligation to work with you and support you on all of these issues. But it's very much your area, your project, your need. We're funding, providing technical expertise and support, but this will only work as well as you want it to work.
And residents of KNCCI village in the outskirts of LODWAR town are living in fear due to the increase in cases of armed banditry. The bandits, armed with weapons such as guns, have been attacking their businesses and disappearing with the money. In an incident that occurred last night, 3 armed bandits raided a petrol station called Blue Sky, popularly known as Nikon, and disappeared with $500,000 shillings in cash after threatening the manager with a gun. The residents are calling on the government to increase police patrols in the area and establish a new police station in KNCCI to help combat the rising cases of banditry.
Hawa watu walikuwa watu watatu na wamekuja na bunduki, wakaingia wakapiga risasi 3 juu, wakaingia kwa ofisi na wakapora.
Na hao watu waliingia saa after shift tu, tulifanya shift saa 2 na hiyo process ikachukua kama 15 minutes, hiyo ikakuwa 15 to 20 minutes ndio waliingia. Na mmoja alikuwa na bunduki akaingia, alipoingia hapo ndio akaniambia watu wote wa chini, then akanipoint mimi, akaniambia amka utoe funguo. Nikamwambia funguo ndio hii. Baadaye ndio akaniambia fungua utoe pesa yote, na akanitishia nitoe pesa yote, na mimi nikatoa. Hayo kwa nilikuwa nachunga usalama wangu, ndio hakuna replacement ya kifa sio. So ndio mimi nikatoa pesa yote na waliondoka, na walikota pesa yote mpaka hawakupakisha hata kitu, na walipotoka wakaanza kurusha risasi, sijui zilikuwa ngapi, because nilijaribu kuamka lakini nilijaribu kutoka tu yakaanza risasi ya kwanza, ya pili nikalala mpaka wakaenda, ndio mpaka mwingine wenzangu kaniambia wameenda nitoke.
Saa 2:20 petrol station hii imevamiwa, na saa 2 ya usiku ni mapema sana kuvamiwa hapa, na tunataka patrol ifanywe sababu kumekuwa na insecurity sana upande ya KNCCI, na tungependa serikali hii town imepanuka kuwekwe na police post KNCCI, sababu kitambo uende ufike town hawa wakora washamaliza biashara yao na wameenda.
Elsewhere, AZIMIO leader Raila Odinga has issued a warning that his supporters will take to the streets again if the Kenya Kwanza party fails to show seriousness in the ongoing bipartisan talks by Wednesday. Odinga stated that his opposition party had initially given the benefit of doubt to the opponents when they agreed to resume negotiations, but since then, there has been no sign of any goodwill or progress.
We acted in good faith to call off the demonstrations last Thursday, because Kenya Kwanza had approached us and said that they were ready now for talks and that we are going to remove Mr. Kenan, whom they had put in as among one of their delegates. But we knew that the real reason why they were doing it was because they were expecting the visitors were coming into town, and they did not want demonstrations at that time. But we did act in good faith ourselves because they said they were serious. Now we are seeing signs of reluctance. We're seeing signs of reluctance. Now all members of the other side are not available. They don't have a quorum to begin the discussions and so on. We have given them today and tomorrow. We have said that the talks must start in earnest on Wednesday. And if their delegation is not ready by Wednesday, we will treat that gentleman's agreement as cancelled. And we will then now explore other options available to us as AZIMIO.
Interior Cabinet Secretary Professor Kindiki has visited Moya Prison in Kirinyaga County to inspect ongoing projects, including reducing the number of inmates in the prisons and investigating the welfare of prison workers. Additionally, the reforms will see a review of the outdated laws in the prison system. And the race for the top positions in the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry KNCCI is intensifying in preparation for their upcoming national elections scheduled for early June. Recently, delegates from 6 South Rift counties gathered in Nakuru and drew their support behind Dr. Eric Ruto for President and Mustafa Mohamed for Vice President. Chichi Josephine reports on the endorsement. Moving on, the Lamu County government has been urged to fully involve young people in development project plans. According to the director of the Kenya Maritime Authority, Richard Amana, involving youth in development projects will provide an appropriate opportunity for them to voice their opinions, especially in various government projects. Additionally, Deputy Ward Commissioner of Mkomani, Philip Olo, said that involving young people in development projects will help reduce incidents of youth joining extremist groups.
Na mngeiomba the county of Lamu wawaweke hawa kipaumbele, wawe katika zile kamati za county za healthy, za mambo ya fisheries, mambo ya transport, security, here and there, ili wawe experience. Kesho anaipigania kitu chochote awe tushawafundisha. Tusiwe wachoyo. Tusiwe wachoyo. Ikiwa tuna waziri katika Ministry of Education Lamu, tuwe na one of the youth awemo katika kamati pale, kukiwa na mchango wote na wao.
Ward representatives from Bunyala Central and South in the Budalangi constituency of Busia County have visited Siaya County to seek solution to the Budalangi floods after Lake Kanyaboli broke its banks, causing flooding and major damage. This is a problem not only for residents of Budalangi, but also for those in the Kanyaboli area of Siaya County after the lake caused damage, forcing people to leave their homes and disrupting agricultural efforts.
As you can see now, the retention dike is overwhelmed with water from Lake Kanyaboli. It's because of this water, many people have been displaced, particularly in Usonga. Those who do agriculture within the swamp, all the crops are now emerged with water.
Tumekuja kuangalia effect ya hii maji ambayo tumepata huko chini. Huko chini kuanzia sehemu za Bunyala South yote mpaka Bunyala Central tuko na shida flooding. Na hii flooding inatoka kwa yellow swamp. So tukuja kugundua kwamba hii maji imetoka Lake Kanyaboli. Tukasema tukuje tuangalie tuone tunasaidia wapi.
Na jinsi ex-assistant chief amesema, sisi tumetoka Busia County. Sababu ambayo imefanya sisi tuko hapa ni kwa sababu River Yala na ile Kanyaboli ina affect hata watu wa Budalangi ikiwa ina flood. Na sisi tumeinvest sana katika Yuala Swamp area, na hii maji ikiwa ina flood huko then itakuwa imetuangamiza na italeta njaa kubwa kabisa.
So far ukiangalia idadi ya Bunyala South yote pale watu wamelima yote yuko maji. Ukiangalia Bunyala Central pale watu wamelima chakula ya mwaka yote yuko na maji. So upande wa agriculture imechukua 100%. Na ukanda displacement ni different, kama sehemu za Bunyala South tuko na more than 1,000 people.
The race for top positions in the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, KNCCI, is intensifying in preparation for the upcoming national elections scheduled for early June. Recently, delegates from 6 South Rift counties gathered in Nakuru and drew their support behind Dr. Eric Ruto for president and Mustafa Mohamed for vice president. Chichi Josephine now tells us more.
Endorsed Dr. Eric Ruto and Mustafa Mohamed as their next president and vice president, respectively, during a meeting in Nakuru. This is after battle lines were drawn after KNCCI Vice President Eric Ruto launched a bid to unseat his boss, Mr. Ngatia, who is defending his seat as the president.
We, the South Rift, have declared our next CP and Vice is Dr. Ruto next to me here, and Mustafa is his vice.
Among the issues discussed during the meeting also included the high taxes imposed on businesses, as the chamber urged the government to instead expand the tax base and spread its revenue collection to more businesses rather than hike the existing taxes.
The government has reached its maximum limit on collection of taxes, but what we want to tell government is that as business people, as patriotic citizens, as Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, we are patriotic and we are paying our taxes, and we even want to pay taxes to the last cent. We want to see, as Kenya National Chamber of Commerce, how we can be able to establish a database and be able to organize the bottom of the pyramid so that we can bring approximately 6.3 million SMEs into the formal sector, so that government can be able to spread the tax base and therefore our taxes can come down.
To address the issue of pending bills, the delegates want the government to develop a framework that will allow them access payment for goods and services delivered to the government from financial institutions through letters of guarantee.
We want to go to the next level, whereby also the accounting officers, in terms of after the supply of services and goods and after being certified, I think we should be able to also be able to repeal our law so that immediately after we've supplied, because at the tendering point there is money that is already allocated, but after we deliver the goods, our businesses take a lot of time to receive payment from government.
Dr. Ruto, Sasa.
Chichi Josephine, TV 47.
But you know that gap that we had.
The dispute over Kisii Hospital residents of Mugirango South in Kisii County have strongly opposed the removal of health workers from Nduru Level 4 Hospital. At the removal of the health workers following an attack on a driver and 2 other medical staff 3 weeks ago, who was sent by the county to transfer medical equipment to Kiembu Level 4 Hospital. Following this incident, doctors' associations have demanded the removal of their staff from the hospital, citing concerns for their safety. However, the residents have denied claims of insecurity in the area. They have also accused Kisii County Governor Simba Arati of deceit. Now, the residents have given the Governor Arati a deadline of 48 hours to return the health workers to the hospital in order to facilitate daily operations.
We are shocked to know that the governor can play with people's lives.
Yes.
Life is holy because it was given to us by a holy God. He cannot suffocate people of South Mugirango by taking our machines from here to Nyaribari. Abagirango people are in Kisii County by God's design. Yes. Atuja kuja hapa kuzaliwa because of Simba rat.
Now our plea to the governor of Kisii County. You are supposed to be the manager of this county. We beg you that you restore peace in South Mogirango, number one. We need our people treated. We cannot have women of Kisii County, of South Mogirango, going to have babies in actually Kisii KTRH. Why should we be treated like we don't belong to Kisii County? Why do we have victimization to this extent? My message goes to the area MP Silvanus Osoro. We want you to wake up and face this war. We want you to start fighting because this is your war, and fight for the people of South Mogirango who elected you to sit on that seat.
Watu wetu wameumia kwa sababu ya madharau ama ujinga ambao tumeonyeshwa na His Excellency the Governor Simba rat. Tunaomba ya kwamba ikiwezekana kama hajafungua hiyo hospitali hakuna kukata usuru katika South Mogirango.
Kuna hospitali zetu za private ambazo tumeshikana pamoja na wao, na pia tumepata volunteer doctors ambao ni sons wetu na daughters wetu wa kutoka hii area. Na kwa mfano hospitali yetu ya Arrowpoint ambayo iko hapa, wako hapa hao madaktari ambao unaona hapo. Sasa tuko na nurses 8. Sababu tunajitibu na tunakuwa tunajilipia na kuleta madaktari na kuleta madawa. Basi hii soko yetu hapa na zote hakuna kucollect.
The Meru Referral Hospital, in collaboration with international organizations in public health known as Smile Train and Kids Operating Room KNCCI, has launched a new pediatric surgical unit that will provide surgical services to children with various health problems in the area. With 1.2 million children in Kenya affected by treatable health problems, the new center will help address the shortage of pediatric surgical services in the area and improve access to necessary healthcare services for children.
Idadi wenye tumesaidia wenye tumehesabu ni over 11,000 Kenya mzima, na hiyo namba unaweza ona ni kidogo, lakini kwa gharama ambayo inatumika kutibu mtoto mmoja, si upasuaji moja alafu maisha yanaendelea. Kuna kutoka wakati mtoto azaliwe kuna nutrition, lishe ni muhimu sana ndio wapate hiyo afya ya kuweza kufanywa upasuaji, na pia akishafanywa upasuaji kuna speech therapy juu wengine wao juu ya hiyo shimo ndani ya mdomo kutamka maneno ni shida, so wanafunzwa namna ya kutamka speech therapy. Kuna oral health ambayo ni kuwafunza kuzuia meno isipate dental caries, shimo ambapo wenye wamezaliwa na cleft lip wako more prone to oral health problems.
That theatre is specifically dedicated to children from 0 to 18 years. The reason why we request that this theatre is dedicated to children is so that the children do not need to queue in line with the adults as they wait to get surgery. We have children who are born of cleft lips. We have children who have club foot, the ones that are facing this